Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway here in Nashville, Tennessee for tonight's running of the GIMP 100, the 7th race of 8 in this Dr. Pepper Dash Series season. Kyle Corbett with you, bringing all the action here from the Fairgrounds as we will go 20 laps tonight in the penultimate race of the season. A lot of intrigue this week as time is running out for drivers to go out and get some wins and contend for this title. In fact, we've got a lot of title contenders at the front of the field and a few who are going to have to work their way up. Let's start looking at the front row. On pole tonight, Mason Ramsey, driving the 17 Chevy for Outside Line Sim Racing. He sits 4th in points, 27 points back of the leader. He picked up a win at Mesa Marinez, 2 top 5s. He looks to get even more accolades tonight with maybe another win and to move his way even closer to this title hunt. On his outside, Brandon Beal in the 7 car. He has a win earlier this season at South Boston, but the rest of the season has been quite a struggle for him. He looks to redeem himself and go back to victory lane for the second time tonight. On row 2, veteran Anthony Lehmann sits alongside rookie Charles Sanford. On row 3, a couple of DPDS debuts as the 19 Robert O'Reilly. He makes his first start in the Dr. Pepper Dash Series. And on his outside, we have a Leach and Dusty Neal, who's driving for Hagen Enterprises in this sit-go car this week. Row 7, we have yet another title contender in the 61 of Adam Mitchell. He is 6th in points, 38 points back of the leader. He only has 1 top 10 this season, so he really needs to do well this race as he has his work cut out for him if he wants to defend his title. Right behind him, another row of title contenders with the 79 of Daniel Elliott and the 10 of Rutkowski. Elliott is 3rd in points, 20 back of our leader. Rutkowski is 2nd in points, 11 back of the leader. They've combined for 6 top 10s this season. Despite being veteran drivers, both of them, they seem to still got it. Will they contend for the title and catch up to Alex Parker? Tonight, we will have to see. As we look further back here in the 68 car, there's Danny Lloyd. He's hopped around quite a few rides this season, but he managed to sit 5th in points so far, 38 back of the leader, and has amassed 4 top 10s. Lloyd could still get it done in this Luke Evans Incorporated Chevy tonight. Let's see if he's able to keep in this title hunt despite missing a race this season. Further back, there's Benjamin Coles making only his 2nd start of the season on 7 attempts. Good to see him here in the field tonight. As we look further back through the field for more of our title contenders. In fact, there's our biggest one. Alex Parker, your points leader, will start in 24th tonight. He's got his work cut out for him. He has finished top 10 in all but 1 race so far this season. Look for him to have a great race tonight if he manages to get through the field. And of course, starting dead last, Tristan Wilhoit there in the 29 car, driving for Ditech Motorsport, sitting 10th in points. Look for Wilhoit to have a great race tonight if he's able to make his way through the field and overcome 24 positions on track. He's got a lot of work for him despite only 2 top 10s this season. And there's the command.
Your engines.
And with that, the field will roar to life here at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway as the pace car begins rolling them off. Again, 20 laps tonight. The NSDCA has started coming to Nashville a good bit throughout its various different series this season. I know the trucks have been here, the modifieds have been here, and now we've got the Dr. Pepper Dash cars coming back here for a race tonight. This one could be a bit of attrition. We had a lot of action in the modified race. Of course, Wilhoit starting dead last was the winner of that race. So we'll have to see if that level of attrition will hold up here in the main event. Pace car rolls down pit road. Ramsey and Beal will lead them to green, coming around turn number 4. The field of 25 stacks up. And as they enter the restart zone, the green flag is in the air. We are underway in the GIMP 100 at Nashville. Anthony Lehmann with a good run to the inside of Brandon Beal, moves in the 2nd. Lehmann has struggled quite a bit this season to get any sort of footing in the Dr. Pepper Dash Series. He's had a lot of race wins here before in his past time in the Red Bull Short Track Series and in the DPDS, but he has just not found success this season. Glad to see him running up front as Mason Ramsey leads the first lap of the race. And there's Robert O'Reilly quickly moving into 3rd position, the NSDCA, Dr. Pepper Dash Series debut driver for Alex Peters Racing after Noah Kim abruptly retired. Yeah, good to see him running up here, battling for second position now with Anthony Lehmann, as here comes Adam Mitchell. We haven't seen him do a lot of this season, but here he is working his way through the top 5, already in 4th, past the inside of Brandon Beal, and now running up to the quarter panel of Robert O'Reilly as fast as he can. Brandon Beal has slipped all the way back to 5th already, with Daniel Elliott quickly looking to the inside of him. Looks like he's going to hold, but there's Dusty Neal looking to the inside of Elliott. Elliott will move underneath Beal, as the 60 stays right behind the 7, as they're going to go 3 wide here. It looks like Beal's going to hold on, despite Neal getting up to his quarter panel, and everything looks smooth out front. O'Reilly still in 3rd, looking to the inside of Lehmann once again to see if he can make a move, but it doesn't look like he will this time. Oh, here we go into turn 3, and it doesn't look like much is going to happen there. Elliott now to the inside of Dusty Neal, as looks like Felix Jansen made a little bit of contact with the 76 of Aiden Beck right in the quarter panel. Both cars look okay as they continue to drive, but we'll have to keep an eye on those two, as there's Sanford now looking to the inside of Beck for, I believe, 9th position. As here's Jansen now looking to pass the Leech Dusty Neal. Dusty Neal, a great short track driver in the NSDCA, a lot of wins, has done very well in the Cup Series. As there goes Aiden Beck around. Aiden Beck collects the field. Ricky Freeman is in it. Kyle Bisceglia is in it. The 32 of Ashton LaJoy is in it. And the 92 of Freeman is all torn up. Wow, that is a damaged race car. Looks like the 00 is having a lot of trouble as well, as he's heading right into the back of, what is that, the 26, or the 32, excuse me, of Ashton LaJoy. A lot of carnage here on lap 8 of 20 here at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, as the field is going to figure out what on earth it's doing now, as there goes the 00. Not sure what he's doing. 17 is your leader. We're going to take a quick break to take a look at that replay and see what happened here at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway on lap number 8. Here's that replay for you of that lap, actually number 6 incident, as Aiden Beck is going to slap the wall in turn 4 as he collects Sanford, and then Freeman runs right into it and it just collects the field. Rutkowski's in it, of course, as you see the 00 and 92 get collected up there, and that's where most of the damage came from. Aiden Beck's got a little bit of damage there, but most of it came from that collateral hit, which we'll get a replay of in just a moment. And as the 00 comes around turn 4, they're wrecking in front of him. He looks at the inside of Rutkowski, but Freeman spinning in front of the 68 just collects him. As the 92 went around, the 00 just had nowhere to go. And that's just going to be a lot of damage for that machine. On board now, 92 of Freeman, as there's the 76 going around, and Freeman, of course, just had nowhere to go. Just getting pummeled around, and the 00 just adding to the carnage here. The 92 does get up under its own speed, so that was good to see. But again, just not much happening here. Nowhere to go for Freeman Jr. We'll be right back to the action. We are under caution here, lap number 8 in the GIMP 100 at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Back live here from Nashville. We are currently on lap number 8, or excuse me, lap number 9 of 20 here in the Dr. Pepper Dash Series race. In the GIMP 100, Mason Ramsey leads after that vicious incident on lap number 6 between Kyle Bisceglia, Ricky Freeman Jr., and Aiden Beck. Ramsey leads. Anthony Lehmann sits 2nd. Robert O'Reilly, again in his first Dr. Pepper Dash Series race, currently sits 3rd. Adam Mitchell running 4th. Still good to see him up here in what he hopes to be his 2nd top 5 of the season, in hopes of getting back in that title hunt. Brandon Beal, of course, running 5th right now. Daniel Elliott 6th. Dusty Neal in his DPDS debut. The Leech runs 7th. Felix Jansen 8th. Gunnar Matheson in 9th. And the 87 of Charles Sanford will start this restart 10th. Got a couple laps to go, so that gives us a chance to give you a little bit of an update. Currently, the only driver who appears to be out of the race is the 6 of Ryan Reed, who I guess had a little bit of collateral damage from the incident on lap number 6. So yeah, coming around at this time, we'll start lap number 11, and it should give us 1 to go. As we check to see lights, well, the lights are still on, so it looks like we still have a couple more laps of damage to look back through, so let's give you one more full run through of the field. Mason Ramsey in first, Anthony Lehmann second, O'Reilly third, Mitchell fourth, Beal fifth, Elliott sixth, Neal 7th, Jansen 8th, Matheson 9th, Sanford in 10th, Evans 11th, Dale Cole Jr. 12th. The damaged car of Ricky Freeman Jr. manages to get up to 13th position on the restart. Tristan Wilhoit, who's got a little bit of damage, will restart 14th. There's Alex Parker, who has worked his way up to 15th. Good to see him up this far. Danny Lloyd 16th. Benjamin Coles, in only his second start in 7 attempts, will restart 17th. Brett Sierra 18th, Kyle Bichelli 19th, and Ashton LaJoy 20th. 27 and Mac Johnson will restart 21st, Aiden Beck 22nd, Joe Ripkowski 23rd, and Lotus Disparito in her first DPDS event will restart at the tail end of the longest line in 24th position. And again, Ryan Reed currently off track. Lights are off on the pace car here on lap number 12, which means we have 1 to go this time. It'll be interesting to see what happens on this restart with just 8 laps to go in this event, depending on how dicey drivers are willing to get in order to get the win here. Again, time is running out for these drivers. A shorter season this year compared to last year, only 1 less race, but less opportunity to go out as the pace car pulls onto pit road. We will restart here on lap number 13 of 20 with just 8 to go in the GIMP 100 at Nashville. Ramsey gets going as the green flag is back out. We are back underway in the GIMP 100 at Nashville. Ramsey off to a great jump over Lehmann. O'Reilly's going to utilize this to the inside. Looks like he's just going to fall back. There's Beal looking to the quarter panel of Mitchell, as Mitchell now looks to the inside of O'Reilly. No luck here for any of these drivers, it appears, as Ramsey is just coasting up front, but Lehmann is coming. Lehmann closing that gap just down to 0.4 of a second right now, as O'Reilly is coming now to the 07 of Lehmann. There's the 61 of Adam Mitchell. Beal moving outside, allowing Daniel Elliott to push to the inside of him with Neal on his back bumper. Good move for Elliott. That's going to bring him into the top 5 now, as he hopes to continue his title run. That's now 3 title contenders in the top 5. This is getting interesting here, folks. There's Neal to the quarter panel of Beal, but it doesn't look like we'll see any movement here yet, as it looks like Beal's now going back to the inside of Daniel Elliott. Oop, a little bump there between the 7 and 79. Beal trying to clear this time, and it looks like he will be able to as he pushes under the 79, and now Neal's going to give it a go getting around Daniel Elliott. Neal, this is for 6th place, as he's going to try for 2. He's going to now push around the 7 of Beal, as this time there are now 4 to go here at Nashville. Ramsey still leading, opening up a wide lead over the 07 of Lehmann and the 19 of O'Reilly. Again, Ramsey just coasting right now. We saw a lot of this last year in the modifieds. Ramsey just running so well. A very, very highly underrated driver at both levels of the sport, and has really, really made a name for himself, as there's just only 3 laps to go this time. Not much fighting back here as Beal continues to hold 5th over Dusty Neal in 6th. Daniel Elliott dropping very far back. Now getting passed by Luke Evans this time by, which I believe will be, he's going to hold on to 9th for now, it appears. So, yeah, not a very good run for Elliott right now as things stand, but now there are just 2 laps to go, as here comes Ramsey around turn 4 to take the white flag this time. White flag is out for Ramsey. He's had 2 top 5s this season. He's well on his way to a 3rd, and is well on his way to putting himself right in contention to go out and fight for the title next weekend at Iowa. Coming around turn 3 and 4, no one even in sight. Coming around to the checkers, Mason Ramsey wins the GIMP 100 at Nashville. Anthony Lehmann will cross the line in 2nd, as here comes Robert O'Reilly in his first DPDS event, will finish in 3rd position. The 61 of Adam Mitchell got over the line ahead of the 7, so he'll come home 4th. His 2nd top 5 of the season. Good run for him. Brandon Beal will round out the top 5. Dusty Neal, Felix Jansen, the 1 of Gunnar Matheson, the 89 of Luke Evans, and the 26 of Dale Cole Jr. round out your top 10. Daniel Elliott, Charles Sanford, Tristan Wilhoit, Ricky Freeman Jr. Good to see the damaged race car making a top 15. And there's Danny Lloyd finishing in 15th position. Brett, Sierra, Joe Rutkowski, Ashton LaJoy, Kyle Bichelia, and Danny Lloyd round out your top 20. Rounding out the field, Aiden Beck, there's Alex Parker finishing in 22nd place. That is really going to hurt his title chances here as the season winds down. 78 of Benjamin Coles in his second career start in 7 attempts finishes 23rd. And then you have the 27 of Mac Johnson and the 6 of Ryan Reed, who retired. That's going to do it here, folks. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the GIMP 100 at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. This has been Kyle Corbett bringing you all the action from here. And we'll see you in a couple weeks to finish out the Dr. Pepper Dash Series season at Iowa. Thank you all for joining us. Have a great night.